What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Full 90. It is time for the final group stage match week in the Champions League. This is where it's decided who the remaining teams are that will make it through to the round of 16, who gets relegated in a sense to the Europa League, and who is eliminated from Europe entirely. There's so much to play for, so make sure you drop a like, subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the football content. We're like 10 subscribers away from 26,000, which is absolutely insane. So let's smash that today. I know you will. Leave your comments down below with your predictions, and I do want to give a massive shout out to everyone that has joined the Patreon since we started a couple of months ago. Again, we're over 100 members now, which is just insane. You're all flashing up on the screen. If you want to get a shout out in every single Full 90 video and exclusive tips and accumulators for the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, all the leagues that I don't have time to predict on this channel in videos, then be sure to click the join link down below in the description. But with that being said, let's get in and check out these remaining Game Week 6 fixtures, and there's a tip for every single game. So kicking it off for the first game, we have Lens up against Sevilla, and this is very, very interesting because Sevilla, well, they are on 2 points, and that's mental. For Sevilla, you've got Lens in the group. A brilliant win against Arsenal, their only win of the group stage, could be enough to see them secure Europa League. And I think they're going to, because I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And yeah, my tip is going to be both teams to score at 1.8. Sevilla could nick something. I definitely do think that, but so could Lens. I can't split the two teams. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Both teams to score at 1.8, which is going to move swiftly on. After this, it's PSV up against Arsenal. Now, this game is irrelevant for Arsenal. They're going to finish top of the group, even if they played, like, I don't know, the under-17s or something mental like that. So this one, I have no idea how it's going to go, because I have no idea what team Arsenal are going to send and are going to play, because I think in the interest of the league, they should literally send basically no first-team players. Like, why risk it? There is no reward for winning all your games. They lost against Lens, so it's not like they're going for an unbeaten record in the Champions League. There is no value in risking any player in this fixture. So, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to PSV. I think that's fair enough. I think PSV, they can get the win, and why not? It'll be a fun thing for them to do at their home stadium and to, you know, go through as well with Arsenal. Both teams get to go through here, and I think it'd be a great night out. So my tip is going to be PSV double chance and both teams to score at odds of 2, because I don't think Arsenal are going to win, but I do expect them to contribute, and I think PSV are obviously going to score as well. So I'm going to go PSV double chance on both teams to score. I love that pick. I'm going to predict 2-1. I did originally have 2-2 here, but I sort of talked myself out of it in the sense that, like I said, I have no idea how weak Arsenal are going to go. There's no benefit in playing or risking anybody, so they might as well just play the bench, basically. So I think that is fair enough there. After that, Manchester United up against Bayern Munich. Man United lost 3-0 to Bournemouth. Bayern Munich lost 5-1 to Frankfurt at the weekend, getting rid of their unbeaten start to the season. This is going to be Bayern Munich to win. 3-1. My tip is Bayern Munich to win. 2.35 right here. Didn't even need to go Bayern and both teams to score. The odds are just mental. I think Bayern are going to win. They are the type of team that will turn up with a strong team, even though, just like Arsenal, they could field the C team. They're not going to. That's not Bayern Munich. They won't do that. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich to win. 2.35 right there. I think that's phenomenal, by the way. Like, you're not part of the Patreon or anything like that if you're watching this video, and you're not, obviously, but if you want a tip there, Bayern Munich to win at 2.35 is unbelievable. Man United are not going to beat Bayern Munich, so I think it looks great. After that, Copenhagen up against Galatasaray. What a wonderful story this has been for both teams, to be honest. Both teams are going to finish above Man United should this result go this way. This is mental. I think Copenhagen are going to qualify. I'm going to go for a high-scoring 2-2 draw. My tip is both teams to score, and the odds are 1.53. Very likely. I think this is a great Group A double. Bayern Munich to win and then both teams to score in this fixture. That would fetch you odds of just over 3, probably about 3.3, something like that. So I think this is a brilliant, brilliant pick. It might even be more than that, to be honest. It might be more like 3.8. I think that's a great double. I think that's going to be a fantastic game. After this, Napoli up against Braga. I think this is going to be fairly straightforward. I'm going to go 2-0. I like Braga, but Napoli at home, they're going to win 2-0, and they've just got to make sure nothing crazy happens in the table here. So Napoli to win 2-0. My tip is Napoli to win in under 4.5 goals at 1.83. You could do Napoli in under 3.5 goals, I believe 2.37, but I just thought under 4.5 goals to increase from 1.4 to 1.8 is pretty good. So It's not going to be 5 or more goals. Napoli to win 2-0. I love that. I love that prediction again. I think that's a brilliant tip. After this, FC Union Berlin. I'm going to go for another score, 2-0 to Real Madrid. Again, Real Madrid, like Bayern Munich, like Arsenal, they don't need to win this game, but they do have 15 points, and there is something to be said about getting 18 points in the group stage, and I think they are capable of doing that. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Real Madrid, and obviously Union Berlin are yet to pick up a win this season in the Premier League with these last 2 draws, Braga and Napoli. Will they do it again? It's possible. It is possible. I'm going to go 2-0 Real Madrid, and the tip simply Real Madrid to win. I love the boosted odds of the teams that don't need to win, because despite not needing to win, you never play to lose, do you? So I think Real Madrid are going to get the win. Granted, they might go weaker. They might. It's possible. This is a lineup check to see how you feel. It might even be hold off and do an in-play. Wait, watch the first 10 minutes of the game, see what it looks like. Union Berlin will have their tails up. They'll want to try and get something from this game, and should they win this game and Braga lose to Napoli, they can still secure Europa League football. So it is all to play for Union Berlin, but the golfing quality is just too great. I mean, they only lost 1-0 here, but trust me, they should have lost considerably more. Real Madrid were battering them. After this, Inter Milan up against Real Sociedad. This is to decide the winner of Group D, and I think it's going to be Inter Milan. 2-1. Both unbeaten in the competition so far. I think Inter Milan are better than Real Sociedad, but Sociedad, they're a brilliant team. I mean, they are a brilliant team, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in the group stages. Not in the groups, in the knockout stages. But Inter Milan to win at 1.61. You could do both teams to score. I think at the San Siro, Inter Milan take the win and take top spot of the group. After this, it's Salzburg up against Benfica. Flip a coin on this one, honestly. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. My tip is both teams to score at 1.57. It is what it is. It's pretty non-consequential, this game. I mean, they are 3 points apart, but I think Salzburg are going to get the draw anyway, so that just sees them qualify for Europe and them be eliminated. And moving on to the Wednesday games, Man City, not Man City, that's down there. RB Leipzig up against Young Boys. I love this. The Group G double. The Group G 3-1 double. Leipzig to win 3-1. They just beat Borussia Dortmund 3-2 in the Bundesliga. We did tip on Patreon for both teams to score and over 2.5 goals in that game. Red Star Belgrade, Man City. I'm doing the double up because it's 3-1 for both games for me. Man City and RB... Man City and RB Leipzig, I predict a lot of correct scores. But, Man City, Red Star Belgrade, I think they do get the win. I think they do concede. Again, going for that 18 points. They've won the Champions League now. It'd be great to get just all wins, because I know in the previous Champions League, when they won it, they drew with RB Leipzig in one of the games. They'd love to get a flawless run in the Champions League. Oh my goodness, I'd love to see. I'm just looking at Arsenal here. As an Arsenal fan, just the fact that we're going to be into the knockout stages, and I think on our day, in a knockout game, we can beat anyone. Over 2 legs, it's a little bit sus, but I love that Arsenal are back in the Champions League. It's fine seeing them in the Europa League, and obviously last year we didn't see them anywhere, but I just love the fact that Arsenal are in the Champions League. It's brilliant. 3-1 to Man City. So my tip here for this game is RB Leipzig and both teams to score, and Man City and both teams to score. So Group G, result on both teams to score, double up. I love that. Young Boys, always good for a goal. Leipzig, always good to concede. Same with Belgrade, same with Man City. It lends itself perfectly well, the same 2 tips. After this, Atletico Madrid up against Lazio. We predicted Atletico Madrid to win and both teams to score at the weekend. They did. They won 2-1. I'm going to do the same. Atletico Madrid to win 2-1, and my tip is Madrid to win here at 1.57. Lazio, very good at home, very solid to back at home. A lot of 2-0 victories, a lot of 2-0 correct score victories actually over on Patreon for Lazio, but I think away from home, not quite as good. Atletico Madrid to win 2-1 once again. After this, Celtic against Feyenoord. Celtic lost to Kilmarnock at the weekend. Defending was woeful, and they are not going to be able to keep out this Feyenoord side. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Feyenoord, but my tip is going to be over 2.5 goals at 1.65. I do think Celtic can contribute, but just in case it's 3 or 4-0 to Feyenoord, I didn't add both teams to score. I do think that Feyenoord are going to get the win, and I mean, they can't get Champions League qualification. They can't not go into the Europa League. So this is very much a nothing fixture. A bit of pride at Celtic Park, but I think there's going to be goals for that matter, because this is statistically, mathematically a nothing game. Feyenoord can't finish anywhere but 3rd. Celtic can't finish anywhere but 4th. Now here we go. The group of death. The group of F. It's Borussia Dortmund up against PSG. I think PSG are going to win this game. 2-1. I think Mbappe is going to score. And what is the tip I have here? It's PSG to win at 1.82. Borussia Dortmund, as I said, just lost at the weekend at home to RB Leipzig. PSG, I just think they're going to win. I just do. So I'm going to go 2-1 to PSG, and that would obviously secure their qualification in the group. And then we have after that Newcastle up against AC Milan, the battle for Europa League. And I believe if Newcastle draw this game, they get Europa League qualification. And despite them being decimated by injuries, St. James's Park is such a fortress. Granted, they weren't great against Borussia Dortmund when they lost 1-0, but I think they can... I don't know, this is... AC Milan could do it. Newcastle could do it. I can't split the two. I'm going to go 1-1. My tip is both teams to score at 1.75. I think... as an English person, I hope Newcastle can get the qualification to the Europa League. But, I mean, granted, if Borussia Dortmund beat PSG, Newcastle can still qualify to the knockout stages with a win. This is going to be very exciting. I think both teams score, but I'm going to go for a draw. Porto, Shakhtar, Donetsk, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Porto, and these odds are too low. I'm going to go for Porto to win and both teams to score at 3.1. And the final game, Royal Antwerp up against Barcelona, 1-0. Nothing special. Barcelona to win 1.4. It's a nothing game. Barcelona get the win, top the group. Antwerp, bottom of the group, haven't got a point. It is what it is, and that is going to do it for this video. So if you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, subscribe as I said. I'm sure by the time this video's been up for a day or so and the fixtures have started, we'll have hit 26,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. And remember, if you want exclusive tips and accumulators, join the Patreon down below and you'll get all of the intel.